Okay, students, so today in this lecture we will be discussing about few more theorems as well as some of the properties of the triangles. So, first theorem we will be studying about, that is theorem 7.2. It states that angle opposite to the equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. That means suppose triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. If triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, suppose in triangle ABC, side AB is equal to side AC, means this side and this side is equal. Then according to theorem, the angle opposite to the equal sides will be equal, means angle opposite to AB will be equal to the angle opposite to AC. Angle opposite to AB is this angle, that is angle ACB. It will be equal to angle opposite to AC, that is this angle, that is ABC. Okay, so this is what the theorem states. Theorem states that if in an in a triangle two sides are equal, then the angle opposite to this equal side will also be equal with each other. Now we will look at the proof of this theorem. So the proof of this theorem is also important. It can come in the form of question. I am writing the question. Okay, this is the question, that in triangle ABC, side AB is equal to side AC. Show that angle B is equal to angle C, or it can be prove that angle B is equal to angle C. So first of all, in this question we are not given up with the figure. So the very first thing which we have to do is we have to draw the figure and write what is given, what is to prove, and then we will be starting the proof. So it is given that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, that is side AB is equal to side BC. This is given in the question. So we will write given AB equals to AC. And what we have to prove? We have to prove that angle B is equal to angle C. Okay, or in fact we can say angle C is equal to angle B, because side opposite to AB is angle C and side opposite to AC is angle B. So in order to prove this, what we will do, we have to do a construction. Okay, so after given we will not start the proof. First we will write the construction and then we will be starting the proof. It can be done by many methods. So I am telling you one of the method, and this proof is very important also from the point of view of your exam. So look very carefully. First we will do the construction. What we will do, draw angle bisector, that is bisector of angle A, which intersect the line BC at D. So what we will be doing, we will be drawing a bisector, angle bisector, that is the bisector of angle A. So if this is the angle bisector, this is point D, so that means what? That means angle BAD will be equal to angle CAD. Angle bisector means that the angle bisector AD will be dividing angle A into two equal angles, that is angle BAD and angle CAD. I hope it is clear. Now we will be starting the proof. Now since we have to prove angle B and angle C are equal, so for proving this, what we have to do, we need to take two triangles in which angle B and angle C are the corresponding angles, and if we prove those two triangles as congruent, then by CPCT we can say that angle B is equal to angle C. So this is our plan of action. So for this we will be considering two triangles as triangle BAD and triangle CAD. So we will be starting like this. In triangle BAD and triangle CAD, We are taking two triangles as triangle BAD and triangle CAD. Now AB is given equal to AC. It is already given to us that the side AB and side AC of isosceles triangle ABC is equal. So AB equals to AC. Angle BAD is equal to angle CAD by construction, as we have drawn the bisector of angle A. AD is the bisector of angle A. So angle BAD and angle CAD will be equal by construction, and AD will be equal to AD because it is the common side. Okay, so we can say that by side angle side congruence, these two triangles, that is triangle BAD is congruent with triangle CAD. And if triangle BAD and triangle CAD are congruent, then angle B or angle ABD or angle B will be equal to angle ACD or angle C. So this is proved. Therefore, it is proved that angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Angles opposite to equal side are equal. That is, angle opposite to, if AB is equal to AC, then the angle opposite to AB, that is angle C, is equal to angle opposite to AC, that is angle B. That is, angle C equals to angle B. So this is what we have proved, that angle B is equal to angle C. So theorem 7.3, this is just the converse of theorem 7.2. In 7.2 we said that the angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Here we are saying that the side opposite to the equal angles of triangle are equal. Like for example, if we are having a triangle, that is triangle ABC, if angle B is given equal to angle C, this angle B and angle C are equal, then by its theorem 7.3, the side opposite to equal angles are equal. Then side opposite to angle B, that is AC, will be equal to the side opposite to angle C, that is AB. This is the theorem. Now again, the proof of this theorem is also important. So in this question also, we are not given up with the figure. It is, the question is, in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to angle C. Show that AC equals to AB. That is, we need to prove that the side opposite to angle B is equal to the side opposite to angle C. It can also come in this form, that if angle B is equal to angle C, show that the side opposite to angle B is equal to side opposite to angle C. So first of all, we will draw a triangle, and in that triangle, this is triangle ABC as given in the question, and it is saying that angle B is equal to angle C. So we will write here, given, what is given, angle B is equal to angle C. This is given to us. Now again we will do the same thing. We will be doing the what we have to prove. First we will write what we have to prove. To prove AC equals to AB, this we need to prove. So next thing which we have to do is, we have to do the construction as we have done in the previous question. That is, we will draw bisector of angle A. Draw bisector of angle A which intersect BC, that is the opposite side, at D. So we will be drawing a bisector. So I have drawn a bisector of angle A, So AD is the bisector of angle A. So if AD is the bisector of angle A, that means this line segment AD will divide angle A into two equal angles, that is angle BAD and angle CAD. Okay. Now we need to prove that AC equals to AB. So we'll start our proof from here. Okay. So first of all, what is given to us, we will take the two triangles in which AC and AB are the corresponding sides, because we need to prove AC is equal to AB. So we will be taking two triangles in which AC and AB are the corresponding side, and then we will prove the congruency of these two triangles. So we'll take in triangle ACD and triangle ABD. And what is given? It is given that angle B is equal to angle C. So if angle B and angle C are given equal, so we can write angle ACD is equal to angle ABD. It is given in the question. Okay. Second thing is given that, since it is given that by construction we know that AD is the bisector of angle A, so we can say that by construction CAD, angle CAD is equal to angle BAD by construction. Okay. And AD is equal to AD, that is the third side. So we have got the two angles, angle, side. So by angle side congruence, by angle side congruence, triangle ACD is congruent with triangle ABD. So once we have proved the congruency of these two triangles, we can say that the corresponding sides of the congruent triangles are congruent, that is AC equals to AB by CPCT. Hence proved. I hope it is clear now. Next theorem is theorem 7.8. Very simple theorem. You must have studied in your previous classes also. It states that in a triangle ABC, sum of the two sides is always greater than the third side. Like for example, if we are taking the sum of the two sides, that is AB plus of BC, it will always be greater than the third side AC. Okay, or any two side. If we take sum of AB and AC, it will be greater than BC. If we take sum of AC and BC, it will be greater than AB. So symbolically I am writing only one statement, but all the three statements are correct. Or let me write it also, that is AB plus BC is greater than AC, AB plus AC will be greater than BC, and AC plus BC will be greater than AB. So all these statements are correct. Now if this is so, then the converse of this is also true, that is any side of a triangle is always smaller than the sum of the other two sides. Like here AB is smaller than sum of AC plus BC. So any side if we take, then it will always be smaller than the sum of other two sides. Now next theorem is, okay, theorem 7.6 state that if two sides of triangle are unequal, means the two sides of triangle are not equal with each other, then the angle opposite to the longer side is greater. So clearly here you can see that side BC is greater than side AC. Here side BC is greater than side AC. Then according to the theorem, the angle opposite to BC, the angle opposite to BC is angle A, this angle. So that is angle BAC will be greater than the angle opposite to AC. The angle opposite to AC is this angle, that is angle B, that is angle ABC. I hope you have understood. The angle which is opposite to the longer side will be greater. So since BC is greater than AC, so the angle opposite to BC will be greater than angle opposite to AC. This is theorem number 7.6. So theorem 7.7 is says that just the converse statement, that if in a triangle where the side is opposite to the in a triangle side opposite to the greater angle will be longer. So here in triangle ABC, clearly you can see that angle A is greater than angle B. So since angle A is greater than angle B, so according to theorem 7.7, the side which is opposite to angle A, that is BC, will be greater than the side which is opposite to angle B, that is AC. So theorem 7.7 states that the side opposite to greater angle is greater. So in triangle ABC, if angle A is greater than angle B, then the side opposite to angle A will be greater than side opposite to angle B. That is, side opposite to angle A is BC and side opposite to angle B is AC. So BC will be greater than AC. I hope you have understood. These three theorems, that is 7.7, 7.6 and 7.8, in these theorems basically we are talking about that the sides of the triangles are not equal with each other. Two sides are not equal, then so these theorems are combinedly called as the inequalities of triangles. These are the theorems for the inequalities of triangle. That is, the sum of two sides is greater than the third side. The side opposite to the greater angle is greater, and the angle opposite to the greater side is greater. So these three theorems are combinedly called as the inequalities of triangle. Okay, in this segment we will be discussing about few basic properties of the triangles which you have studied in your previous classes, but students often get confused in this. So I thought we should discuss about these things. So median and altitude. So let us understand what is the difference between median and altitude. I have taken the same triangle ABC, and both the triangles, as you can see, are scalene triangle. So we are talking about scalene triangle, right? What is a scalene triangle? A triangle in which all the three sides are not equal is called an scalene triangle. So triangle ABC is an scalene triangle. So if we draw a median, so basically what is a median? Median is the line joining vertex of the triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side. Mind it, midpoint of the opposite side. So let us draw. So if suppose we are having D is the midpoint of BC. D is the midpoint of BC. So if we join A, that is vertex of the triangle is A, and the opposite side of this triangle is BC, and D is the midpoint of BC. So if we join A and D, we get AD. This AD is the median. Hope you have understood. So AD is the median. We can write AD is the median of triangle ABC, and since it is D is the midpoint, we can write D. What is D? D is midpoint of the triangle, and if D is the midpoint of triangle, we can also say that BD is equal to CD. This side is equal to this side. And one more important thing to note over here, that angle is, we are talking about scalene triangle, then angle ADC is not equal to 90 degree. Similarly, angle ADB is also not equal to 90 degree. I hope this point is clear to everybody. Now, in case of scalene triangle, the line segment joining the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side is called the median. And so if D is the midpoint of BC, so BD will be equal to CD, and D is the midpoint of BC, D is the midpoint of BC, and angle ADC, this angle, and angle ADB is clearly not equal to 90 degree. Now once we were talking about altitude, altitude is simply the height of the triangle. So altitude, if we are drawing the altitude, it is the height of the triangle. So if we want to define altitude, it is the perpendicular or normal perpendicular drawn from the vertex, from a vertex of a triangle to the opposite side. Vertex of triangle to the opposite side. This is known as altitude. And suppose this is point D only. So in this case, clearly you can say that D is not the midpoint of BC. So if D is not the midpoint of BC, so we can say clearly that BD is not equal to CD, as in the case of median. And but one more thing is there, since it is the altitude, so the angles, that is angle ADB will be equal to angle ADC, which is equal to 90 degree. Angles are equal to 90 degree, but BD will not be equal to DC, and D is not the midpoint of BC. I hope this point is clear. Now let us talk about the altitude and median in case of isosceles triangle and in case of, not scalene, equilateral triangle. Isosceles triangle and in case of equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle is also sometimes called equiangular triangle. Equiangular because all the angles of an equilateral triangle are also equal. So equilateral triangle or equiangular triangle are the same thing. So here, if we are talking about isosceles triangle, then in case of all isosceles triangle, if we draw the altitude, AD, suppose this is the altitude, then this altitude AD, first of all, what is an isosceles triangle? In the case of isosceles triangle, if AB is equal to AC, then it is an isosceles triangle. So in case of an isosceles triangle, the altitude AD will be equal to the median AD. That means AD is also the altitude as well as AD is also the median. That means that the angle ADB and angle ADC will be equal to 90 degree, as well as BD and CD are equal. I hope this point is clear. One more point is to be noted, that the altitude or the median, that is AD, bisect the vertex angle. Although this property is not in the NCERT, so we are not going to use it in the questions. We have not used anywhere in the questions, but you can use it also. This is also a property of an isosceles triangle. Similarly, if we talk about equilateral triangle, so equilateral triangle, AB will be equal to BC will be equal to AC. All the three angles will be, all the three sides will be equal. And again, in the similar way, if we draw a altitude or the median AD in case of equilateral triangle, then here also we can say that the altitude of isosceles triangle AD will be equal to the median of isosceles triangle, that is AD. and which also means that angle ADB is equal to angle, sorry, here I've missed out, ADB ADC, this will be ADC. So ADB and ADC will be equal to 90 degree and BD is equal to CD. Okay, this is equal to this, and these two angles are equal to 90 degree each. And this is also true, that is the altitude and median AD bisect the vertex angle, because we know that equilateral triangle also two sides are equal, that is a form of equilateral triangle is a form of isosceles triangle in which the third side is also equal. So this property is also satisfied by the equilateral triangle.